So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the email programming, and we'll see what exactly is the email programming and why should we go for email programming, and how to send the email notifications to the users through email programming, and what are the benefits that we have through email programming. We'll see practically. Okay, now tell me, this is the only mechanism to send the email notifications, or do we have any other alternative ways? Without email programming, can't we send any email notification to the people? How? Email templates. Okay, then how to send automatically? Workflow rules, process builder also. Okay, now through workflow rules also we can send the email notification to the required people by using a prerequisite email template where we can specify the subject and the content which you would like to send to the recipient people. So we can create an email template. Once the email template has been configured or prepared, then we can able to use any workflow rule. With the help of the workflow rule, we can send the email notification to the required people by using this email template. That possibility is there. Now, along with that, we have one more alternative mechanism for the workflow, that is called as what? What is that extension for workflow rule? Process builder. Okay, process builder is another alternative mechanism. By using process builder also, we can able to send the email notifications to the required people. Okay, so we are having two mechanisms are available. By using workflow rule also, we can send the email notification. By using process builder also, we can send the email notification. But for both the things, email template is a prerequisite thing. Okay, first of all, we have to configure the email template. It may be workflow, it may be process builder. Both are using the email templates to send the email notification. Because whatever the subject and whatever the content you are going to deliver, that subject and content we are placing inside that email template. With the help of that email template, we can send the email notification to the required people. Okay, now. So now in this case, even though it may be workflow, it may be process builder, these two are used to send the notifications only. That means just we can able to perform outbound email services. Okay, purely outbound. Generally, for example, come to a general scenario. So now as part of our general terminology, whenever we are making some calls or receiving some calls, we are using the two words, okay, incoming, outgoing. Incoming means what? Outgoing means what? Incoming in the sense, whenever somebody is calling you, okay, whenever somebody is calling you, that means call is coming to your mobile. Call is coming to your number. At that time, this is called as incoming. Whenever we are calling to the outside people, okay, to other number, to have some conversation, at that time, this is called as outgoing. Okay, like the similar way, we are having inbound, outbound. Inbound means what? Outbound means what here? Outbound in the sense, whenever we are sending the email notification from Salesforce to outside. Okay, whenever you are sending the email notification from Salesforce to outside. Okay, that means to a specific email ID, to the external person, to the external application. If you are sending that email notification, then it is called as outbound. These are also called as outbound email services. By using outbound email services, the email is going to outside, nothing but we are sending that email notification to the external people, to the external applications based on some email ID. Now, inbound email services means what? We are receiving the email notification. Okay, we are receiving the email notification from the external people. Okay, now, inbound means what? Whenever the email notification is coming into Salesforce application, somebody has sent some email notification that will be receiving by Salesforce. Okay, that will be receiving by Salesforce here. Salesforce is having the capability of both inbound, outbound. Salesforce can send the email notifications, it can receive the email notification also. Both the capabilities are available. But whenever I'm using that workflow rules or process builder, these are purely supporting outbound. Through workflow rule, we can send the email notification. Through process builder, we can send the email notification. But workflow rule is not having the capability to receive the email notification. Okay, workflow rule is not having the capability to receive the email notifications. Because as part of workflow rules, we are having only 4 actions. Okay, what are those 4 actions that we have as part of workflow rules? Sending that email alert, that means we are sending the email notification. Is it outbound or inbound? Outbound. Okay, we are sending the email notification from Salesforce to outside's email ID. And then we can assign some task. We can update some fields. And we can able to send a outbound message. Okay, outbound message we can send to the external people. That means what? Workflow is having only these 4 actions. We can assign a task, we can update the field, we can send an outbound message to that external system as part of integration, and the 4th one is we can able to send the email notification. Now tell me, do we have any action inside the workflow rule to receive the email notification? No. There is no concept of inbound as part of workflow rule. Okay, now, like the similar way, even though when you go to that process builder also having the capability to send the email notifications, but you don't have any capability to receive the email notifications. But sometimes I want both the functionalities, inbound, outbound, both. Sometimes I want to send the email notifications, sometimes I want to receive the email notifications, both. At that time, we can use a feature called as email programming. Email programming is having the capability of sending the email notification to the external people's email ID, and we will be having the capability to receive the email notifications also, both. So with the help of this email programming, we can able to send the email notifications and we can receive the email notifications also, both. That possibility is available to you. Okay, this is the first major benefit of email programming. Through programming also we can send the email notification to the required people. Through email programming we can receive the email notification from the external email IDs also. Based on that receiving email notification we can perform some operations as well. Okay, now. So now here in this case, whenever we are going to be sending the email notification through either workflow rule or process builder, do we have any limitations over there? Do we have any limitations? Then what are those limitations? As part of workflow, email alerts. Then, upon sending that email notification, as a prerequisite, we should have an email template. Only 5 active email messages in the sense. CC copy we can add up to 5. Okay, fine. Next, any more? Upon? Okay. Right, correct. Whenever we are going to be updating the field, automatically it will send the email notification, even though the fields may be modified or not. Like for example, let me show you practically. Assume that I have a workflow rule on an object. For example, I have a workflow rule on my object. Now, so this is the workflow rule that we have on my candidate object here. As soon as whenever a new candidate record has been getting created, immediately it is sending that email notification to the people. So let me open this workflow rule. It is having the criteria as created and every time it is edited. Okay, now. So now as soon as whenever I am going to be creating a new candidate record, so or whenever I'm updating that candidate record, whatever the email ID we have specified inside that email ID field, to that email ID it will be sending the email notification. Okay, now let me try, okay, with this workflow rule here. Now my workflow rule is in active status right now. So let me go to the candidate object. Let me add the candidate object on my tab bar. So I'm creating a new candidate record. Click on new button. I'm creating a new candidate record. Now, some sharat. Years of experience I'm giving like some 5. Notice period some immediate. And the location is some Hyderabad. Qualification some BTech. Contact number I'm entering some value. Email ID I'm giving some email ID over here. Now can you give me anybody's email ID? No. Any person? Okay. Now give me the confirmation. Okay, once the email has been received. I'm giving the current CTC and the expected CTC. PAN number value and the passport number value. I'm selecting some technical skills also. I'm selecting the position record. Okay. I'm selecting the position record. SAP PP consultant. This is the position, okay, for which the candidate is applying over here. Now let me verify. Okay, what is the CC email address inside my workflow rule? Now, so let me log in into my email application to cross check whether we are receiving that email notification or not. Now, so I don't have any new emails inside my inbox now. So now let me create the record here. As soon as whenever I'm creating a record inside my candidate object, if the email ID field value is not empty, automatically the workflow rule will fire, which is sending the email notification to this particular email ID of the candidate. Along with that, one CC copy will be sending to my email ID automatically. Now, so let me click on save button. The record has been created successfully. Once the record has been getting created successfully, then the candidate's email ID will be receiving one email notification. Along with that, one CC copy will be receiving to my email ID here. We have received this email notification. Congratulations, Sharat. So now your profile has been submitted successfully. Okay, for the position, whatever we have selected, that is SAP PP consultant. Now, I have submitted the details. So I have received that email notification. Fine. For example, after a few minutes, I have clicked on this edit button to modify the record. Okay, I click on this edit button. Now I haven't modified any value still as of now. Simply I have clicked on save button. What will happen now? Will email notification will send or not? Send automatically. Let's see. You will be receiving that email notification again. Now again here, congratulations Sharat, your profile has been submitted successfully. Now, so now we have received that email notification again. Now, for example, I'm removing this email notification from my inbox. For example, after a few minutes, I click on this edit button. I haven't modified my record. Simply click on save button. Now, again, it will send the email notification again here. Now it is sending that notification. So now tell me, is it one of a drawback or not? Yes. Suppose for example, come to a scenario, I'm in my home, I'm watching some movie in my home. Just now I got a message to my mobile. Dear customer, your account number ending with some 1234 has been, okay, like as debited with the amount like as some 0.0. Okay. I got an SMS to my mobile number, okay, that dear customer, your ICICI Bank account number ending with some 1234 has been debited with the amount some 0.0. Then what it means? Generally, when you will get this kind of message, whenever you are depositing the money, withdrawing the money, it is indicating debited. Debited means what? Withdraw. Okay. Now it is, I'm getting that message, your account has been debited with that amount 0.0. That means what here? In this case, it is indicating to you, because somebody is trying to be, okay, withdrawing the money from your account. Then immediately, whenever you are getting this kind of message, the people will get confused. Because here I am in my home, okay, the ATM card is also with me, okay. So now in this case, who is trying to be withdrawing the money from my account? Okay. So in this case, the people will thought of somebody is trying to be utilizing your credentials. Somebody is trying to misutilizing your credentials also. So in this case, from the next time onwards, the person won't trust that bank. They will go to some different organization. Might be some malfunctions are happening in that banking application. Okay, because it is going to be raising some confusions to the customer. Is it a correct transaction or not? In this case, I don't want to send the notifications unnecessarily to the people, because which leads to the confusions, which leads to the ambiguity. Okay. So now for that reason here, but whenever I'm opening the record, simply click on edit button and save button, that's it. I haven't modified anything, even though email notification has been sent. In this case, the user will thought of, okay, now here who has modified my record values. We haven't modified any value, but even though it is sending that email notification. This is one of the major problem when coming to that, the workflow rules. Okay, this is one of the major problem inside the workflow rules. Next, the second one. The second one is, whenever I'm creating the workflow rule, upon sending the email notification, okay, upon sending that email notification, I would like to add the CC copy addresses. How many CC addresses we can add inside the workflow rule? Maximum of 5. I want more. Okay, I want more. But that kind of possibility is not available when coming to the workflow rule. Independent email IDs I want to add more than 5. But workflow rule will not be supporting to add more than 5 email addresses. That is the second major problem here. Whenever I'm sending the email notification through workflow rule, workflow don't allow me to add the attachments dynamically at runtime. We can't add any attachments, okay, through workflow rules. Even though the process builder also, it won't support to add the attachments. Like for example, come to a general scenario. Assume that, so now I'm using a ICICI Bank credit card. He is also using ICICI Bank credit card. He is also using ICICI Bank credit card. She is also using that. Assume that we 4 are the customers of ICICI Bank. We 4 are using ICICI Bank credit cards. So by using our credit cards, we made some transactions. So now what are the transactions that we have made? Okay, based on the bill generation date, they will collect in the last 1 month what are the various transactions that you have made by using this credit card. They will collect all the transaction details. Based on that, they're preparing the credit card statement. And then, for example, today is the bill generation date. My credit card bill has been generated. Along with that, they're sending an email notification to me that, dear customer, your credit card number ending with some 1234 bill has been generated. This is the credit card bill amount. This is the due date, and please find attached the credit card statement for your clarification, for your future reference. So we can open the credit card statement, then we can verify what are the transactions they are listing out inside the statement. These are correct or not. I would like to cross check that. In this case, I received that email notification along with the attachment also with my transaction. Like myself, she also has received the email notification regarding his credit card statement. Okay, in that statement, she is having some different transactions here. Okay, because my transactions are different, her transactions are different. So she will be having, okay, her one transaction inside the credit card statement. Now he are also receiving that email notification regarding the credit card bill. Along with that, they will be having their own statements are available. That means what? We are going to be sending that attachments also. Not only the same attachment, different attachments. My attachment is different, her attachment is different, his attachment is different. In my attachment, I am having my transaction. In her attachment, she is having her own transactions. That means what? Different contents are available inside the files. So now we can able to send the attachments also here during the credit card bill statement. Like the similar way, I want to do that. But when coming to that workflow won't allow you to do this kind of the email attachments. Attachments will not be possible when coming to the workflow rules. Dynamic attachments we can't prepare. But in order to perform all these operations, we can go with that email programming. Email programming will be supporting all these functionalities. Email programming will allow us to send the email notification. It allows us to receive the email notifications also both. And upon sending that email notification, we can specify to whom you want to send the email notification, and then what will be the to address information, what will be the CC address information, what will be the BCC address information, what is the subject, what is the content, what is the attachments. It may be one attachment, it may be multiple attachments also we can add. It may be text attachments also, it may be binary attachments also, both we can able to add. That possibility is available as part of email programming. So that whatever the things are not possible upon sending the email notification through either workflows or process builder, we can able to achieve those functionality with the help of email programming. By using email programming, we can able to send the email notifications and we can receive the email notifications also. That possibility is available. So to send the email notifications and to receive the email notifications, whatever the features are required, all the features has been given by Salesforce as part of a namespace called as messaging namespace. Okay, we are having a namespace called as messaging namespace. Messaging is a namespace. That means namespace means what? Which contains a collection of classes. Okay, which contains a collection of classes through which we can send the notifications, we can receive the notifications also. That means, in order to send the email notifications, in order to receive the email notifications, whatever the features are required, all the features has been given by Salesforce as part of this messaging namespace. Okay, for the communication purpose, whatever the features are required, all the features are available as part of messaging namespace. In this messaging namespace, we are having some ready-made classes through which we can send the email notification to either one user or multiple users with the required subject, with the required content, with the required attachments, CC copies, BCC copies, reply to information, everything we can able to add. That possibility is available here. Okay? Clear? Understood the concept? Why should we go for this email programming? Email programming is used to perform both inbound email services, outbound email services both. That means we can send the email notifications, we can receive the email notifications also both by using that email programming. Now by using this email programming, upon sending that email notification, we can decide dynamically. Dynamically we can decide to whom you want to send the email notification. What subject you want to send, what content you want to send. That content also we can prepare dynamically at runtime. That possibility is available as part of this email programming. Okay? Clear? Now make a note of this one. By using email programming, we can send or receive the email notifications. We can send or receive the email notifications from the external email IDs. From the external email IDs. We can send the email notifications to the external email IDs. Along with that, we can receive the email notifications from external email IDs also. Both we can send and we can receive. That possibility is there as part of email programming. Upon sending the email notification, we can add the required subject, content, two addresses, CC addresses, VC addresses, reply to details, sender details, and attachments also. So we can specify all this information upon sending the email notification to the people. Now, so now to perform these operations, Salesforce has given that two email services: outbound email services, inbound email services. Okay, now Apex provides the below email services. First one is outbound email services. Second one is inbound email services. Now, outbound email services here. Outbound means what? To send or to receive? Send, right. Inbound means receiving. Okay, now. Outbound email services. Now, inside this. By using this feature, we can send the email notifications to the required people. To the required people based on the email IDs. Okay, based on the email IDs. Now, to how many people? Only one or multiple? Multiple peoples also, with a different subject, with a different contents, with a different attachments we can send. Okay, now. Upon sending the email notifications, we can make the subject, content, attachments, two addresses, CC addresses, dynamic. That means dynamically we can able to add to whom you want to send that email notification. What is the CC address? What is the BCC address? Everything we can able to add dynamically at runtime. Attachments also we can add dynamically. That attachment we can prepare through programming also. That possibility is there. So now in order to send these email notifications to the outside people, as part of Apex programming, Apex has given two ready-made classes to you. Okay, Apex has given two ready-made classes to you. Those are single email message class, second one mass email message class. Single email message, mass email message. These are the two ready-made classes has been given by the Salesforce as part of Apex programming inside that messaging namespace. Okay, now. To send the email notifications, we have to use the messaging namespace, which provides the below ready-made classes. The first one is messaging dot single email message class. Second one, messaging dot mass email message class. Single email message class. Second one is mass email message class. These are the two ready-made classes has been given by Salesforce by default in order to send the email notifications. Now, here you can raise a question. So now this email programming is giving the capability to send the email notification by preparing the subject, content, everything as dynamic. Now sometimes I don't want to prepare the subject and content dynamically at runtime. Already I have an email template. I want to use that email template to send a notification through programming. Is it possible or not? Yes, that is also possible. Upon sending the email notification through programming, you can use email templates also. That means instead of preparing the subject and content by your own, okay, on the spot, we can prepare that subject and content through email template. The same email template you can use to send the notification also. That possibility is also there. Okay, whatever the subject and content you want to deliver, subject and content we can make it dynamic at runtime also we can prepare, or we can use an email template also. Okay, both the possibilities are there. Whatever the way that you want, we can use that. Okay, now let me give that note point here. Upon sending the email alerts through programming, we can use the pre-existing email templates also. Upon sending the email alerts through programming, we can use the pre-existing email templates also. That possibility is also there to you. Okay, now, so now in this case, so to send that email notifications, we are using this outbound email services. So in order to send the email notifications, we have to use the help of two classes, single email message class, mass email message class. Both are available inside a namespace called as messaging namespace. Now, so generally what do you mean by this namespace? For example, come to a general scenario. In C programming language is giving so many methods in terms of what? In C programming, so many methods has been given by the programming language to you by default. Those methods they are going to be placing in terms of what? Header files. They are going to be grouping all the methods in terms of header files. When you go to Java, the ready-made classes are grouping together in the form of what? Packages. Okay, in the form of packages. Like the similar way, when coming to the Salesforce, they are going to be grouping a set of related functionalities together in the form of namespace. What do you mean by namespace? Namespace is nothing but a systematic arrangement of collection of classes. Okay, it's nothing but a systematic arrangement of collection of classes. That means, in order to have the communication, with the people, whatever the email features are required, all these features they are grouped together inside an entity that is called as namespace. So that namespace is simply, we can say, namespace contains a collection of classes. Okay, a collection of related classes are available. For what purpose? To have that messaging. That means to send some communication messages and to receive some communication messages from the people. Okay. In order to have some communication with the people, it may be like a sending, it may be receiving both. For that one, whatever the classes are required, all those ready-made classes has been grouped together inside a namespace called as messaging namespace, which is having so many features to send the emails and to receive the emails. Okay. Now, sometimes you can raise a question, sir, I want to send some SMS. At that time, we have to use some integration features. Through integrations, we can able to send some SMS also over here. Okay, as part of integration, we'll see how to send the email SMS notification to the specified mobile number. Upon creating the records, upon modifying the records, how can we integrate with some SMS notifications, SMS gateways? How can we integrate? We'll see practically over there. Okay. Yes, you can group that here. You can build your own namespace. That means we have to prepare a class. Inside the class, you can able to prepare subclasses. That's it. That is nothing but inner classes only. Inner classes. Okay. Simply we can prepare a class. Inside the class, we can prepare another class because the inner classes only. Okay. No, there is no space here. Okay, like as a normal inner classes only, we are preparing these namespaces. Public, not the global.
So suppose if I create one class with public, so can I use that class in my other class?
Yes, you can use that. If the class is a public one, then you can access from the another classes as well. If it is a global, then you can access from outside also. Now, the next one. Inbound email services. So when coming to the inbound email services, these are for what? To receive the email notifications. Okay? To receive the email notifications. Now, by using this inbound email services, we can receive the email notification which has been sent by the external people. Those people may be our customers, partners, end users, or completely a new person also. He may not be related to my organization. He is a new person. He has sent an email notification for the inquiry of a particular product. Because he is very much interested in the product here, so that he was unable to attend any campaign, so that he has sent some inquiry information. So we can receive that email notification and we can able to use that one. Okay, based on that inquiry details he has sent, we can send the response back to that customer also. That possibility is there. So now in this case, not only sending the email notifications, we can receive the email notifications also with the help of Salesforce by using inbound email services. So in order to receive that email notification, as part of this messaging namespace, Salesforce has given one interface called as inbound email handler. Okay, it has given an interface called as inbound email handler interface. In that inbound email handler interface, it is having a ready-made method called as handle inbound email. Okay, handle inbound email is a method which is available inbuilt inside the interface, which will be receiving that email notification. Okay, which will be receiving that email notification over here. Okay, now, what are the email notification that we received? We can split that each and every part of that email, like as sender information, to address information, CC address information, subject, content, attachments, everything we can make it separate. What are the email notification we have received? Every part we can make it separate over here, and based on that, we can perform some operation also inside your Salesforce instance. Okay, so at that time, we are using the help of two more classes here. One is inbound envelope, second one inbound email. Okay, inbound envelope, inbound email. Two more classes we are using over there. Okay, now, for example, assume that I would like to send a letter to a specific person or specific address. So that I have prepared that letter, I have printed that letter. Now directly I can send that paper to the postal department people to send this to a specific address. No. We are going to be collecting that paper, whatever the information that we have printed. That paper we are going to be placing inside an envelope. We are taking an envelope over here. In that envelope, we are placing that letter, and then we are going to be writing some information on the envelope, like as to address and then from address. So now to whom it has to be get delivered. Suppose if it is unable to deliver, then to whom it has to be written back. So for that, we are writing that from address to address. Okay, on that envelope. But in that envelope, what we have, the actual content is available. Okay, whatever the message you are going to deliver, that will be available. For that one, as part of this messaging namespace, it is providing a class called as inbound envelope. Okay, inbound envelope. This inbound envelope class will be holding only two addresses. One is to address information and then the from address information. That means sender's address, receiving's address. Okay, both will be available. The actual email content will be available inside that inbound email. Inbound email will be having the actual email. Okay, actual email information will be available inside that a class called as inbound email. By using this inbound email class, we can split each and every part of my email. Subject, description, nothing but the content, and then we can separate that attachments, CC copy addresses, BCC copy addresses, header information, everything we can make it separate here. Based on that, we can do some operations also. Okay. For that one, we are using the help of these classes also. Okay. Now, so basically this part we are going to be discussing as part of integration. Okay. As part of integration, how can we do the integration from the third party to your Salesforce by using email integration over here? Okay, now let's see. Make a note of this one here. Inbound email services. By using this feature, we can receive the email notification from the external email IDs. We can receive the email notifications from the external email IDs. Based on the email content and details, we can perform the operations inside the Salesforce objects. Based on this email content, if you want to perform any operation, then we can able to perform those operations inside our Salesforce object also. Now, to receive the email notifications, Salesforce has provided the below interface. That is messaging dot inbound email handler. Inbound email handler interface. In this inbound email handler interface, we are going to be using a method. There is a method is available here. That means there is a procedure is available with the name handle inbound email. Handle inbound email. In this method, we are having two parameters. The first parameter is inbound email, which contains the email details. Second one, inbound envelope, which contains the sender and the receiver details. Email details. So these are the two parameters are available, input parameters are available here. So during that integration, we'll see how can we use this inbound email handler interface in order to have the integration of your Salesforce with any third-party systems. We can do that. For that one, we are having some ready-made features are there in Salesforce. Some app exchange products are available. Salesforce to Outlook integration is available. Salesforce to Salesforce integrations are also available just by using through mouse pointers. Without having any code, we can able to integrate Salesforce to Salesforce. That is also possible. We can share the records also. During that integration, we'll see all the mechanisms. How many ways are available to integrate by using email programming? Because if the third-party system is not supporting either REST implementation or SOAP implementation, then we can use the help of these email integrations. Suppose if both the systems are of type Salesforce, then how can we transfer the record from one organization to another organization, without writing any additional code? For that one, we are using Salesforce to Salesforce integration without code, with code also. Both are possible. At that time, we can implement our own REST implementation, REST API, and the SOAP API also. By using that REST implementation, how can we do the integration of Salesforce? How can we prepare that services in one server, and then how can we expose to that other third-party systems? How can we protect our resources by using that some access tokens, authorization functionalities? For that one, we are using that feature called as OAuth protocol. By using that OAuth protocol, how can we access that? The protected resources we'll see as part of REST implementations. Okay, now. Clear? So these are the two major benefits are available as part of this email programming, that we can able to send the email notifications, we can receive the email notifications. Upon sending that email notifications, we can able to send the subject, content, to address, CC address, BCC address, attachments. Those are also dynamic attachment. For one person, different attachments. For another person, different attachments. Like that, multiple different attachments we can able to add. Okay, multiple different attachments we can able to add at runtime. That possibility is available, but which cannot be supported by the workflows and the process builder. Okay, that we can achieve with the help of email programming. Next, along with that, the workflows and the process builder won't have a specific feature called as inbound email services. That means they can't receive the email notification, but the email programming can do that here. Email programming will be having the capability to receive the email notification from any external email ID also. Okay, now. So now in this case, how can we send the email notification to the people? Okay, now let's see practically with the help of the class called as single email message class. How to use this single email message class? What are the various methods are available inside the single email message class? And how can we prepare the email content and subject and the attachments, and then to address, CC address, BCC address, reply to information, sender details, everything we can able to add. How can we send that email notifications to the people? Okay, we'll see practically. Okay, now. So now here in this case, how can we do this one with the help of this? Okay, single email message class. What are the various methods are available? Okay, now let's see practically here. Okay, now. The first one. Messaging dot single email message class. Now tell me, this class is for what? To send or to receive? Send. Okay. Now this is a outbound feature. Okay, it's a outbound feature. Now. So now single email message is a ready-made class which has been given by Salesforce as part of messaging namespace to send the email notifications. To how many people? Multiple people also. Okay, to the multiple people also, we can send the email notifications to the people, okay, by using this single email message class. Don't think, sir, here the word is single, so it will be sending to only one person. No, multiple people also. Okay, to the multiple people, we can send the email notification with the help of single email message class. The main reason for this single email message class is, they have given the name like a single is, because it can able to hold one email subject, content, attachments, everything will be one copy we can able to prepare. Like that, multiple copies we can prepare, we can send the notification to the required people as well. Okay, now. So now in this case, by using this single email message class, we can able to prepare our own email subject and the content and details, and we can send to one or more number of people. Then how to send the email notification, we'll see practically with the help of this single email message class, and we will expose what are the various methods are available inside this. Okay, now make a note over here. By using this class, we can send the email notifications to one or more users. Okay, one or more users with the required email details. With the required email details. Now, tell me, generally, upon sending the email notification to a person, what kind of details we are specifying in that email application? Subject, and then content, email content, that means email body. That body may be either a plain text body, it may be that HTML type of content also, which may be including some hyperlinks, and some formats, some fonts, and then like you will be having some formatting options. Everything will be available. Okay, next. Any more thing? To address, CC address, BCC addresses, attachments. It may be one attachment, it may be multiple attachments also. All this information we can able to include. So now to attach all these things, Salesforce has given so many ready-made methods inside this single email message class. In this single email message class, we are having so many procedures, so many methods are available, which are used to specify the subject details, CC address details, the BCC address details, to address details, attachment details, everything we can pass by using the various methods. But all the methods are instance methods. Instance methods in the sense what? Instance methods means which can be accessible with the help of object of the class. So we need to create the object of the class single email message class. You know how to create the object of single email message class? Do you know how to create the object of the class? Yes, same. But previously we have created the object for our own class, but now we are creating for that the Salesforce created class here. Okay, that's it. Same format, nothing different. Class name, object name equals to new class name. Same functionality. But there we have mentioned our own class names, but here we are mentioning that single email message. That's it, nothing else. Okay, the class may be any class. It may be ready-made. It may be your custom defined. Object creation, everything will be the same. Okay, now. In this case, in order to send the email notification, whatever the details are required, all the details we can able to supply to this particular class by accessing those ready-made methods, okay, with the help of the instance of this class. So that we are having so many instance methods available inside this single email message class. Okay, then what methods are available, we'll see practically one by one, and what is that parameters are available, how to supply, we'll see one by one. Okay, now in this case, single email message class provides a set of instance methods to be used to supply required input parameters, to be used to supply the required input values to send the email notifications. To send the email notifications. Done with these points? Now. So now let's see how can we access these methods one by one. Now, for example, I'm creating the object of this class first. Messaging dot single email message. I'm specifying that object name as email equals to new messaging dot single email message. Okay, I'm creating the object of the class. So now this is my class name, object name equals to new class name here. Okay. I'm creating the object of the class so that we can able to access every method inside this. Done? Now, the first method. Now let's see the methods one by one. ready-made methods. The first method is set two addresses. Set two addresses. Okay, set two addresses. Here we can able to pass. Observe the method name. Set two addresses. Not only one, multiple two addresses we can specify to whom you want to send the email notification to the people. Now we have to specify the multiple two addresses information in the form of either an array or collection also. We can specify. We can specify the array name or collection. Array name or collection. Now this method is used to specify the list of two addresses to whom you want to send the email notification. Now, how can we specify? And now let me explain here. For example, I'm not giving the theory part because I have documented inside your hard copy. Okay? Now. So now in this case here, let me give the example here. How can we add the two addresses? For example, I want to send the email notification to some three people. So three addresses are available, three email addresses are available. I want to store these three email addresses inside my array. Then how to prepare a string array? String, we can specify to address equals to new string. I'm storing the three email addresses here. Like some email 1 @ some gmail.com and the second email address. Email 2 @ some gmail.com and then email 3. Like that here we can able to specify that email addresses. Once the email addresses has been getting specified, then I want to pass this array to my method. How to access this method here? By using object. So now we have to use that object here. Now, how can we access email dot set two addresses? Inside this method, we need to pass that array name. What is my array name? To address. That's it. This is the first method. Okay. Set two addresses. Now in this method, we need to specify the list of email addresses. A collection of email addresses to whom you want to send the email notification. So at that time, we can able to group all those email addresses in the form of an array or in the form of a list collection also. Whatever you want, we can use. So now I'm using an array. Inside this array, I'm storing these email addresses. Email address is nothing but a string type. So that I have defined an array of type string. Okay, string array. The name is to address equals to new string array. In that one, I'm storing that email addresses. Like these are the two email addresses I have stored. Now both these email addresses I'm passing to my set to addresses method by passing this collection name. So that inside this string we can have array, we can specify multiple email addresses also to whom you want to send the email notification. Okay? Now. Understood this method here? Set to addresses method? Nobody is responding. Understood this concept or not? Now. Like the similar way. Okay? Like the similar way, we are having two more methods are also available to add that email addresses. The second one is set CC addresses. We can specify the array name or the collection where exactly the email addresses has been placed. For example, I'm having a string array. CC address equals to new string array. I'm indicating like some ram @ some gmail.com. Second one is some kumar @ some gmail.com. Like that, we can able to specify that CC address also. So now here I'm preparing an array of CC addresses. Now I am going to be passing to my single email message class by using a method called as set CC addresses. Okay, set CC addresses. This is an object here. See, it is the object of the class. but the single email message class have created the object because all these methods are instance methods. We have created the object name I have given like as email. You can give anything A, B, C, X, Y, Z, but here I have given that object name as email. Next, like the similar way, set BCC addresses. Here also we can specify the array name at the collection. In order to add the BCC addresses, okay, in order to add the BCC addresses, we are using this set BCC addresses method. I am preparing the string array. I am giving the name as some BCC address. I am adding this set BCC addresses. Okay, BCC address. But upon sending the email notification, the combination of all email addresses should be not more than 150. That is the limitation. Combination of two email addresses, CC addresses, BCC addresses, the combination of all these email addresses should not be exceeding 150. That is the maximum limitation given by Salesforce. Okay, now make a note. Single. Now, upon sending the email notification, we can have maximum of 150 email addresses. 150 email addresses, which includes two addresses, CC addresses, and BCC addresses. The combination of all these email address names should be maximum of 150 in a single email, not more than that. Done? Now, not it? Yes, we can specify that. Yes. With high importance, we can specify. Done? Next one. The next one is set subject. we can specify the email subject over here. So whatever the subject you would like to add inside that email, we can specify the subject. For example, email dot set subject. I'm indicating that email subject here. What email subject you want to send to the people, we can specify that email subject, okay, inside that set subject method. Done? Now, next one. For example, assume that I have received one email notification here. Okay, I have received one email notification from Bharati AXA regarding some insurance, whatever. I have received some email notification over here. Okay, now, so they have sent one email notification to me. I have looked into the content. Content is looking like attractive. So here I have gone through the whole information, and then I'm interested to utilize this insurance service. So I want to give the response back. In this case, what we can do here, I'm clicking on reply button to give the reply back to these people, because I'm also one of the interested person. So I would like to take a policy from your organization. As soon as once you click on that reply, what happened here? Inside the to address, one email notification, one email ID has been getting added. Okay, one email ID has been getting added, like as no reply.irctc29@bharatiaxa.com. That means what? As soon as once you click on the reply button, one email address has been added inside the to address field. Like the similar way, today I am sending one email notification to my customer. My customer has received the email notification. He wants to give the reply back, so that he has clicked on reply button. When he click on his reply button, then which email address to be get adding in the to address field? I need to specify. For that one, as part of this email, single email message class, we have a method called as set reply to. Okay, set reply to method. In this set reply to method, we can specify the email ID here. Okay, reply to email address. To which email address you would like to send me the reply, we can specify that. Now, for example, email dot set reply to. I'm indicating like as, so now inquiry, okay, inquiry @somedale.com. Okay, whenever the people has given the reply, when they click on the reply button on the email, then automatically this email ID has to be get including inside the to address field. We can specify. Because here when you go to your normal emails, as soon as once you open any of the email content, whatever we have received, okay, whatever we have received, okay, as soon as once you click on that reply button, one email address will be getting adding inside the to address field. Like the similar way, we can decide that which email address has to be get placed, okay, inside the to address field when the user click on reply button on my email. Okay. Next one. So now in this case, for example, here I have received one email notification over here. Okay, I have received one email notification. Now I received that email notification like as Jio new plans launched. Okay, regarding some Jio new plans. Now here they have indicated the name like as Jio notification. So now from the Jio organization, they have received that notification here. Now for that one, they're indicating. Instead of giving the email ID, they're showing the name like as Jio notification. Or else here we are receiving that email notification from the people. They're not indicating the email ID, they're giving some name over here like as Sri Ram General Insurance. Okay, like as some Axis Bank priority. Okay, Axis Bank alerts. Like that here we are receiving the email notifications from the various organization, but they're not disclosing that email ID, they're giving that name over here like as some Bharati AXA. Okay. but internally it will be having the email ID. This is the email ID. Instead of showing this email ID, they are going to be displaying that a company name or the department name. Like the similar way, if you want to specify the name of your department, instead of displaying the email ID, then we can able to specify your name also. For that one, we are having a method. To specify the display name, we are having a method called as set sender display name. Okay, set sender display name. By using this set sender display name, we can able to specify the sender's display name here. We can specify the sender's display name. What name you want to make it visible? Like for example, I want to specify email dot set sender display name. I want to indicate that Axis Bank customer support. Okay, Axis Bank customer support. Like that, we can specify that name whatever you want. Whatever the department from which you are sending that email notification, we can specify that name over here so that the people can understand very clearly. I received the email notification from so-and-so organization regarding the so-and-so functionality. Next, we can able to add the content part. Upon adding the content, we are having two types of contents. One is plain text type of content. Second one is HTML included content also. During the email templates, you know that concept. Plain text type of content also we can send. And the email like as HTML included content also we can send. Now, at that time, if it is a plain text type of content, we can specify here. Set a plain text body. Set a plain text body. In order to include that plain text type of email content, we are using that set plain text body method. Email dot set a plain text body. Whatever the plain text kind of email content that we have, that email content we can able to place inside this. This is the seventh method. Next, the eighth method is set HTML body. HTML body. Now this method is used to specify the email content which included the HTML formats also. Like as HTML tags we are using as part of email templates. Those kind of content we can able to include by using that method called as set HTML body. We can specify the HTML email content. HTML email content. Next, the ninth one. Upon sending this email notification, I want to add some attachments also. How many? Only one or multiple? Multiple. So that here we are having that method called as set file attachments. Set file attachments. So here we can able to specify the list of attachments here. List of email file attachments. List of email file attachment. To add one or more text or binary attachments. in order to add one or more number of text attachments or the binary attachments to your email, we are going to be using that set file attachments method. But every attachment which you are going to preparing, that will be referred as email file attachment. Okay. Every attachment which you are going to prepare it as email file attachment here. By using this email file attachment class, we can able to prepare our own attachment at runtime. By giving a name to the file, by writing the content at runtime, also we can able to do that. Okay. Now, so these are the various methods are available as part of single email message class. Okay, in order to add the subject and the content, attachments, reply to information, send us details, everything we can able to add. Once you are including this whole information, then how can we send the email notification to the people? Yeah. No, entire Salesforce is not case sensitive. Okay, you can use that methods any mechanism here, uppercase, lowercase, combination. You can use. No. So now the total complete entire email notification size should not be exceeding 15 KB. So 15 MB, not more than that. Including attachments also, including attachments, your content, subject, everything, maximum of 15 MB, not more than that. Okay. Now, next one, sending the email notification. How can we send the email notification here? Once the email class object is ready with the required details, now send the email notification. In order to send the email notification, we are using that messaging namespace. In that messaging namespace, along with these classes, we are having one ready-made method is also available that is called as send email method. Send email is a ready-made method which is used to send the email notification to the required people. Whatever the email object that you have prepared, by specifying all the details, now we can send this email notification by using send email method. Okay. Now make a note over here. To send the email notification to the recipient people, we have to use send email method as below. Now, here we are having two syntaxes are available. Let me give both the syntaxes over here. Messaging dot send email. Here we can specify the list of messaging dot single email message. This is one way. In order to send the email notification to the multiple people, multiple email notification, list of email notifications we can able to send in one shot. Now, the second mechanism. Messaging dot send email. New messaging dot single email message array type. We can specify the email object. This is the second mechanism. Okay. So now we have to prepare that email object and then we have to specify all the details and then finally we need to send the email notification to the people by using messaging dot send email method. Screen is visible to you, or else come to this side if there is a change. We need to contact Salesforce. We can increase that size.
Send email is a method. Send email.
It's a method.
Predefined.
It's a predefined method in messaging namespace. Okay, clear? Now, so now let's see how can we send the email notification to the people, okay, through email programming by preparing an attachment also. How can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let me take a small use case. Now, for example, let's take a small use case here. I want to create a lead record through programming. You know how to create the lead records inside your object through programming? You know, by creating the object of the lead class by supplying the values inside LD, nothing but lead object name. And then once the lead record has been getting created successfully, immediately I want to send the email notification to the lead person's email ID, okay, by using that programming here. Through programming, I would like to send that email notification to the lead person. Okay, now. So before implementing this one, let me deactivate if there is any workflows available on my lead object. Let me verify if there is any workflows are available so that the people will get confused. Okay, whether this email has been received from workflow or programming. On my lead object, we don't have any workflow rules. Okay, next. The process builder. Now on my lead object, we don't have any process builders also. Okay, fine. Now I want to go with this example here. Now. So now let's take that use case. Take a small use case. Write an Apex class. Write an Apex class to create a lead record inside the object. To create a lead record inside the object. And once a lead record has been created, send the email notification to the lead person's email ID. So we need to prepare the subject and the content, everything I need to prepare at runtime. Now, whatever the content that I am going to send, that content I want to write inside a PDF file through programming. I want to create a PDF file at runtime. In that PDF file, that content I want to write one more time inside that PDF file. That PDF file I want to add as an attachment along with the email. I want to send a notification to the person. Okay, now in this case, make a note. Write the email content inside a PDF file generating through programming at runtime and attach the PDF file to the email. And attach the PDF file to the email. And attach the PDF file to the email. Done? Now. So now let's see how can we implement this functionality now. First of all, I would like to create a lead record through programming, and then I would like to write the piece of code to prepare that email notification. Okay. So I would like to make this program a bit complex. Okay. I would like to make that code a bit lengthy. Okay. Now. So let me go to the developer console. Okay, now. So I'm creating a new Apex class. Okay, I'm creating a new Apex class with the name Lead Management Service. Okay, Lead Management Service. I'm preparing a method inside this. Public static void will create lead. Okay, create lead. So now initially, as a step 1, we need to write the code to create the lead record. Here's the step 1. Once the lead record creation has been done, as a step 2, we need to send the email notification. These are the 2 steps we need to follow. Okay, these are the 2 steps I would like to implement inside this. Okay. So now what are those 2 steps? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, the first step you know, second step also you know almost. Okay. Now tell me, how can we create the lead record right now? Create the object of the lead class. Okay, lead sum ld equals to new lead. No. If you want to get the IntelliSense feature after creating the object, just to save the class, then you will be getting the IntelliSense feature also. Now, I'm passing the required field values. Lead first name. I'm indicating like some Apex. Some I'm indicating email. Last name. Lead last name equals to email programming. Last name is programming. Lead dot status. I'm indicating open, not contacted. Lead dot email. Lead dot email. Now, Can you give me anybody's email ID? Lead person's email ID. C TR 689. Okay. Now, so instead of this email programming, I'm indicating like a some Chandrasekhar. Okay. Now, so now lead dot company. I'm indicating like a some Oracle Incorporation. Lead dot title. I'm indicating like a some project manager. Lead dot rating. I'm indicating as heart. Lead dot industry. I'm indicating like as technology. Lead dot annual revenue. I'm indicating some value. Lead dot phone. I'm passing some value. Lead dot fax. Lead dot website. I'm providing all these values. Now I'm inserting the lead record. Insert LD. I'm inserting the lead record here. Then, once the lead record has been inserted successfully, if LD dot ID not equals to null. If the lead record has been inserted successfully, then only I would like to send a email notification. I want to display the message system.debug lead record has been created with the ID ld.id. Now as a step 2, we need to write that code to send the email notification in this case. Inside the if condition of that lead records creation, I am going to be writing the piece of code to send the email notification, because if the lead record has been created successfully, then only I want to send the email notification. Done up to this part? Everyone? Okay. Now, let's see how can we write this a piece of code. Okay, to send the email notification. So once the lead record has been created successfully, then I want to send the email notification to the lead person's email ID here. Okay, now, so we need to write that code. Now tell me what needs to be done in this case first. First of all, create the object of the class here. Okay, I want to create the object of the class. What class object we need to create now? Which class object? Now to send the email notification, what class we are using now here? Single email message class. So create the object of that single email message class. Now, I am creating the object over here. messaging dot single email message. Email equals to new messaging dot single email message. That means in order to send the email notification, we are using the help of a class called as single email message class, which is available as part of messaging namespace. So I'm creating the object of that single email message class because whatever the methods are available inside the single email message class, all the methods are instance methods, which requires the object creation. So I'm creating the object of that single email message class. Next, after that, what we need to specify one by one. The first one, we need to specify the to address. Okay, to which email ID you would like to send the email notification. To what email ID you need to send? Lead person's email ID. This is the lead person's email ID over here. Okay. Now, in this case, here I am preparing the to address here. Now, string array to address equals to new string array. Now, inside this, I need to add that email addresses here. Lead email address I would like to add. How can we access lead dot email? So now, upon creating the lead record, whatever the email address you have entered, I'm collecting this lead email address value over here. And along with that, I would like to add my email address also as a CC copy. Okay, so that I would like to receive that email notification copy to me here. I have prepared an string array which is used to store the email addresses to whom you want to send the email notification as part of to address. Okay. Now I would like to specify email dot set to addresses. I'm passing that to address method. Okay, email dot set to addresses. Inside this set to addresses method, nothing but please specify the list of to addresses to whom you want me to send the email notification. So now these are the email addresses which I have grouped together by using that string array. Now this is the name of the array. So now I'm passing the array. In this array, I have mentioned all the email addresses to whom you want me to send the email notification. So that here I'm specifying all these email addresses. Okay. Now, like the similar way, we can prepare the CC addresses also. New string array. I want to add the lead person's email address. Along with that, I would like to add my email address here. The CC copy. I want to add this CC copy address. What is the method name? Set CC addresses. Right. Like the similar way, BCC copy also. Set CC addresses and set BCC addresses also. We can specify all this information. Here I am adding the same, but at runtime here we can add different also. Okay, depends upon your requirement. During the implementation of your project or during the implementation of your use case, we can add some different email addresses also over there. Next, what is the next method? Set reply to. I'm indicating like as support@some dell.com. As soon as when the user click on that reply to button on this email, then it has to include that support@dell.com email ID inside the to address. Next, set a sender display name. I'm indicating the sender's display information. Dell Customer Support Center. Set sender display name. I'm indicating like as Dell customer support center. Done? Now, the next one, email subject. I'm preparing the email subject inside a separate variable over here. Now, I want to specify, congratulations. I want to add the lead person name, first name and the last name. For that one, I'm collecting lead person's first name plus lead person's last name. I'm giving some space here. Lead person's last name. And I'm indicating. Your lead record has been created successfully. I'm preparing that information. Congratulations. Okay, lead person's first name and the last name. If I'm giving like as some Ram Kumar, it will be including like as congratulations Ram Kumar, your lead record has been created successfully. Keep on just I'm appending, nothing else. Okay, this is one string which I'm going to be appending with the first name, and then I'm appending some space. I'm appending that last name, and I'm appending some more string over there. It's purely the concatenation, nothing else. Done? Now once the subject is ready, then we need to add the subject to that email. What is the method? Set subject. Email subject. I'm passing that subject variable to that email subject here. Done? Next, now the content part. So let me prepare the content part. Email content. Now, so now here I'm including that here. I would like to specify dear lead person. To include the lead person's name, I'm including that lead first name. I'm giving the space and the lead last name. Okay. Now it's a purely concatenation. I want to make that lengthy content over here. Okay. By including all the details of the lead person. I'm indicating that. Dear Ram Kumar. I'm indicating that. Comma. And then I want to give some more content in the next line. For that one, I'm using that break line tag. Okay. 2 break lines. You know break line tag? Everything you all know that here. Now, so now simply I'm going to keep on concatenating over here the information. So now dear, the lead first name and the last name, and then comma, and then I'm moving the cursor to the two next lines over here. And here we can specify. Now, I'm including some more content here. I have used that plus symbol. That means here the line is not yet ended over here. Still I'm having some more content, so that I'm indicating plus. Now, thanks for showing interest in our organization position. Sorry, in our organization products. In our organization products. I'm giving the two break lines here. We are pleased to inform you that your lead record has been created in our database. I'm giving the two break lines. I'm adding some more content. Here are your lead details. I'm including the two break lines. I want to specify the lead record ID. Lead ID is, I would like to collect the lead dot ID value. Lead name is. Now, here it is displaying this information in the after two lines. After displaying this line, I want to display one more break line. For that one, here I am giving that break line here. Lead dot first name and the lead dot last name. I am giving the break line. Company name is, I want to display that company name. Designation. Designation is lead dot title. And the lead status. LD dot status. Rating value. LD dot rating. Keep on, I'm attending the content. Industry name is LD dot industry. Annual revenue is LD dot annual revenue. Contact number is LD dot 4. Fax number is LD dot fax. Email ID is LD dot email. And after that, I'm giving the two break lines. I'm indicating that one of our salesperson will contact you shortly. Please use the below address if any queries. I'm giving a break tag. I'm giving one more break tag. I'm indicating that this is a system generated email. So please do not reply. I'm indicating the break lines. Thanks and regards. The break line. Dell sales team. So now this is my email content. Okay. So after sending the email content, we can prepare the email content dynamically at runtime. Okay. Now, the entire thing is simply concatenations, nothing else. Okay. I'm collecting that data from the lead record. You know that how to access each and every lead field value, object name, that field name, that's it. I'm collecting the lead record details. I'm going to be embedding inside my content. Done with the content? Feeling hungry? Still not at one, right? People are eagerly waiting to leave. Okay. Now, so now we use the method set HTML body, because here whatever the content that I prepared inside my content, I'm having that HTML, the tags has been used. Okay, this is the HTML kind of content. So we have to use that method called as set HTML body. Okay. Now specify that parameter name. What is that variable here? Email content. Okay, email content. So now up to now we are ready with specifying that whole information for that email. Now the time to prepare that attachment. Okay, we need to prepare that attachment over here. How to prepare the attachment? Now let me explain practically here. Okay, preparing the attachment. I want to prepare an attachment. So now that to a PDF file I want to prepare. In that PDF file, I want to write this entire content. Whatever the email content I have prepared, this email content I want to write inside the PDF file. Okay. Now, for that one here, I am going to preparing an attachment. To prepare that attachment inside your Apex programming, we have to use a class called as messaging.email file attachment. Messaging.email file attachment is a class which is used to prepare an attachment file which can be adding along with the email notification as an attachment. Now, email file attachment, here I am indicating that email attach equals to new messaging dot email file attachment. Okay, messaging dot email file attachment Okay, email attachment equals to new messaging dot email file attachment. I'm preparing the object of this class. I'm creating the object of the email file attachment class, which is used to prepare an email attachment here. In this attachment, we need to specify the file. That means whatever the file that you are going to prepare, then what is the name of the file? Every file will be having some name, right? Yes. Now we need to specify that here. Now, email attach dot set file name. There is a method called as set file name. Set file name is used to prepare the file name over here. What is the name of that file? Now I want to prepare the file name with the same name like as a lead name. Generally, when you go to that, okay, organizations, every month you will be receiving one notification like as some payslip, okay, from the organization. That payslip will be available in the form of a PDF file. That payslip file will be having the name like as your name only. Whatever the name that you have given, okay, upon joining to the company, with your name you will be getting the payslip file. Like the similar way, whatever the lead first name and the last name that I have given, with this name I want to create a PDF file. So that here I'm giving that file name as lead dot first name plus I'm giving one space lead dot last name, and then along with that I'm indicating dot PDF. I want to create the PDF file. The set file name I'm indicating lead first name space last name dot PDF. Like as I'm Ram Kumar dot PDF, Ramesh Kumar dot PDF, like that. Based on your name, we can able to prepare. When you go to your bank statements, you will be having based on your customer ID. Okay, like the similar way we can give that name. Email attachment dot. Okay, email attachment dot. We can specify that set content type. What type of content you want to prepare? I want to prepare the content of type PDF. Application / PDF. I'm preparing the content in the form of a PDF file format. Okay, PDF file format, and this is the name of that PDF file. Now, in that PDF file, what content you want to write? What is the information inside that PDF file? Whatever the email content I have prepared, I want to write inside this. For that one, now, email attach dot set body. Okay, the body tag here. Simply we can use that body. So now body property here. Now what is the body of this email here using this particular file? I want to specify the email content. But this email content is in the form of a string. But whenever I'm storing some content in the form of a file, that content will be storing in the form of what? Whatever the attachments I'm uploading into my database, that will be storing in the form of what? Upon uploading any image or picture into the document object, that will be storing in the form of what? Binary content. How can we convert this string value into the binary content? For that one, we are having the data type called as blob. Blob dot to PDF. Okay. Whatever the email content is available, now this email content I am going to be preparing in the form of that, the blob format, binary format. I'm preparing that PDF file. Now that PDF file I would like to add as an attachment along with that email here. Now this is one attachment I have prepared over here. Okay, this is one attachment I have prepared. Like that, multiple attachments also we can prepare, and we have to add this attachment into a collection. Okay, we have to form the multiple attachments like as a collection here. Now, so for that one, I'm preparing that collection. Create a list collection. What happened? Now, just 2 lines of code. Wait for some time. Okay. Now, list of messaging dot email file attachment. I'm preparing the collection over here, or else you can use that array also, no problem. Okay, array of attachments. New list of messaging dot email file attachment. So few people will be sending that simply like as they will be giving the information upon sending the notification. Subject is hi, content is hello. They will send the notification. It's over. But upon going to the real-time implementation, we have to do all this kind of content. Okay. If you do the practice here itself, then that will be very easy when you go to the organizations. Okay. Don't expect the simple examples. Now. So now once this attachment has been getting prepared, now I want to add this attachment to my collection. Simply I am adding to the collection here. I am adding that attachment to the collection by using lst attachments dot add of email attach. So now here I am preparing a collection over here to add the list of attachments. No. So once the attachment has been getting prepared, now I am adding this attachment to my collection here. Now this collection of attachments we need to add to that email. Add the attachments to email. Now, email dot set file attachments. Pass that attachment name here. Collection of attachments you can able to supply. With this one, your email is ready. Now we can able to send the email here. Messaging dot send email new messaging dot single email message. I am preparing that email object here. That's it. Into the binary format. Blob data type is used to hold the binary format of content. Right. That we are storing in the form of PDF file. That PDF file we can't store exactly in the same format inside the database. That PDF format I need to convert into the binary format. So that here I am using that blob data type. Okay, blob dot to PDF. Whatever the content that I am writing here, please convert that content into the PDF format, and that PDF format convert into the binary format, and then store inside that body part of my attachment. Done? Why the people are very hurried to leave today? Still the time is 1, right? Then. Done with the code? Now let's see. So as of now we have prepared the email content and then by creating the lead record. So once the lead record has been getting created successfully, then I am going to be sending the email notification to the people by using this single email message class. Okay. Now here I am commenting that CC address and the BCC address, because here the same CC and BCC I have added over here. So I don't want to waste my email services. So that I am going to be now commenting this CC and the BCC addresses here, because the same email IDs I have specified. Now, so now let's see how can we test this functionality now. So now as soon as whenever the new lead record has been created inside my object, it has to send the email notification to this particular email ID, along with that one CC copied to my email ID also over here. Okay. Now, let me test the functionality now. I am calling this method. The method name is what? Create lead. So this is a method which I have prepared right now. Okay. Now click on execute button. As soon as once you click on execute button, lead record will be getting created. It will send the email notification to the lead person's email ID along with a copy to my email address also. Now click on execute button. The request has been sent to the server. It will create a new lead record. Lead record has been created successfully. It has to send the email notification also. So now I should receive an email notification. I haven't received any email notification still. Which one? Lead record has been created successfully. And then I'm sending the email notification, right? The lead person's email ID and the two addresses. And then I have added my email address also. Subject and the content I have specified. No, not in the lead here. Directly we can invoke here. Because we are going to be collecting the lead record details, and then we are going to be embedding this lead record details inside our method. In that single email message class, we are going to be passing all this one. We are passing the lead person's email ID, and then we are going to be including this all these two addresses and everything. Have you received in spam? Okay. So now here we have received this email notification to the spam email over here. Now. So now in this case here, go to my inbox here. We have received that email notification. So now whatever the lead person details are specified, so with those details I have received that lead record, and then I am receiving that email notification also with the details. Along with that I have received one email notification along with the content also. This is the attachment is available with the name chandrasekhar.pdf. So now a PDF file has been getting created with the details of the lead person name, first name and the last name. Automatically a PDF file has been getting generated. Once you open that PDF file, we can able to see the content whatever we have prepared. Whatever the email content we have prepared, that entire content we have written inside that PDF file. In that PDF file, I have stored this entire content. This content has stored inside a PDF file with the name called as chandrasekhar.pdf. that PDF file, I'm adding attachment to this particular email notification. Okay. So like this here, we can able to create the records. Upon creating the records, collect that content and then write that content inside the PDF file. Prepare that PDF file at runtime by using a specific file name and then add this PDF file as an attachment along with your record also. Okay. Clear? Like that here, for every person some different details. Okay, we can able to prepare that contents also here. Okay, inside the PDF file. Clear? So this is how we are going to be sending the email notification. Okay, so by using that single email message class. Okay, let me place the code. Okay, clear? Now, so do the practice on this one today. Tomorrow we'll see some more features. Okay, tomorrow we have the session as usual. Okay. Huh? No holiday. Next Saturday and Sunday will be the off day. Okay, we are having the session till Friday as it is.